I wonder if we have to pump the brakes when we look at the UFC, CT, because Ronda Rousey's camp and coach is taking a lot of heat for her loss to Amanda Nunes at UFC 207. Now, Cris Cyborg's camp is taking notice of this. Yes, Cyborg, who had a lot of, I wouldn't say exactly laudatory things to say about Ronda Rousey in the past. Now, her striking coach for UFC star Cris Cyborg and middleweight champion Michael Bisping is Jason Parillo. And he said this, they could train together now. Cris could help Ronda improve. I wouldn't mind seeing Ronda come down and work with Cris a little bit. If you ask me, that fight's over. So we're never going to see Cris Cyborg and Ronda Rousey in the octagon, which is what we all expected when Cyborg came to the UFC. So now, if we can't be enemies in the octagon, why don't we be friends?
Let bygones be bygones.
Can we do this?
Nah, that's not happening. Pump the brakes. I don't think that you'll see these two fighters working together. I think they have too much bad blood. I think they have too much animosity. Even though we may never see that fight, I don't think Cyborg wants to help Ronda Rousey improve. Cyborg has her own issues and career to worry about. Obviously, when Cyborg signed with the UFC, people thought she was going to have a shot at the bantamweight title, but she cannot make 135.
She can't make 145.
Can't make 145. They created another division for her, and she still couldn't make that weight. So they have Holly Holm in that division, the featherweight division there for the women.
And now she's got some issues outside of the UFC.
Indeed, obviously with the potential suspension, so to speak. We've discussed that here on the show. So I don't see Cyborg. What does Cyborg have to gain? That's the thing. When you look at, okay, maybe Cyborg could train Ronda Rousey. They could work together. What is Cyborg? What benefit is this for Cyborg? It's some benefit there for Ronda Rousey because we understand the part that's lacking in terms of Ronda Rousey's game is her striking and her defense. So she probably needs to, even though she's trying to get better at striking, she still can improve. A lot she can learn from Cyborg. And then when you're sparring against a good striker, certainly you can learn defense, which we did not see against Holly Holm, and we certainly didn't see against Amanda Nunes. Huge benefit for Ronda Rousey, but I really don't see any positives in this for Cris Cyborg. And plus, you know, Cyborg continued to fan the flames about Rousey being pregnant and spreading all those
body
rumors
shaming
and things of that nature. You know, she's talked about Ronda Rousey so much. I couldn't see them coexisting.
I can't either. You know what I think about more and more? If Amanda Nunes can wipe out the rest of the 135, and there's a lot of work to do. Juliana Pena is waiting in the wings. Tina Shevchenko is waiting in the wings. There are other fights at 135. But if Nunes went up to 45, and you saw Nunes against Cyborg, if Cyborg can get right,
that would be huge.
Striker against striker.
Mega fight.
Brazilian against Brazilian.
Dana White, work on that. I like that, Dave. We had talked about that. That sounds intriguing.
Just throwing it out there.